Hi, my name's Alan Mulholland, and I'm a solo sailor. This is the story of how I built the Wave Rover 650. 3 years ago, I refitted a 40-year-old Contessa 26 and took her on an amazing 7,800 nautical mile ocean voyage. We crossed the Atlantic twice, but a knockdown on the second crossing and COVID-19 put an end to my solo circumnavigation. So now, I'm building a new boat, smaller, lighter, but more suited for a solo circumnavigation. The Wave Rover 650. Well, Rovers, we're at that point where we're going to roll the boat over. Now, there's a number of steps I have to take before I can actually roll the boat over, but that's the goal of this video, is to get the boat rolled over. Now, I should have painted the bottom of the boat while I have it upside down like this, but our local supplier of paint has had paint on order for the last 8 weeks and doesn't have any idea when they're still going to get it. This space is required for another project, so I'm under a bit of pressure to get the boat out of this space and moved off to a corner of the building. So I guess it's time to crack on. Well, Rovers, we had a real setback this morning when I got here. Previously, I had put some fill on the upper chines and the bottom, and I wanted that to be hard, and I wanted to sand that back this morning because we're less than 24 hours away from rolling the boat over. I have a group of people coming to give me a hand, but that fill just wasn't hard, and the reason it wasn't hard is because it wasn't the correct mix. It wasn't resin and hardener. It was hardener and hardener, and I'll show you how that happened. But anyway, I have to clean all that off, remove it, and then sand it, and hopefully get some more back on, and use some fast hardeners so that we can have it hard enough so we can really roll the boat over and not have to worry about that after. Anyway, I've got the temperature quite high in here, which you're probably noting. Everything seems to be fogging up, but I've got to crack on with this. Well, there we have it. We're almost back on schedule. I've got the boat filled basically from the top down to the chine point here. I'll be able to fill and sand the rest when it's upright. Now, of course, I won't get this sanded because we're really up against the clock. People will be here in about 12 hours to help me turn this over. So I'm going to I still have to build a cradle, and I still have to build some sort of wheel to help turn the boat over. I have a pretty good idea on how to do it because I've been thinking about it for the last week, but I still need time, and I'm out of time today, so I'll be here very early tomorrow morning to accomplish both the cradle and the wheel, and then we're turning it over. stay on the leading edge?
Yep.
Okay. Take it out. Hold this right. Yeah, we're going to go right down the boat.
You'll have to swing the door closed or swing the door open.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, that's okay.
We clear, Brian?
Clear there, Brian? No, not quite.
There, we're beyond.
Yeah.
Push. Okay, good.
You're up against, almost up against the post here. So.
Yeah. Okay. You good there, Brian?
I'm happy.
Okay. Looks good. Good. Let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Are you good for height there?
How far are you? Yeah, we're good.
Could it come up a little?
Yeah, you can't come up about half inch ago.
Okay, good. Good. Step one. So step two now is we'll get about 8 guys on that side, about maybe 3 or 4 on this side. I'll stay on this side, and then we'll lift that edge up until she's balanced on these two angles. Okay. Enough over there? Yeah. The whole frame, please. 400 pounds. Okay, so I think we have to jimmy it back now, okay? Move it back? Yeah. Back toward the stove. Okay. Yeah, we're good there. Alan? Yeah, okay, let's go the rest of the way. Okay. So, just make sure it doesn't kick. Yeah, there. Yeah. If you can, stay on the beam here.
Okay, you're pointing over here now.
Okay.
You're ready to come over your way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Through there.
Check on it.
Okay, turn up.
Much fingers.
Okay, let's get another guy over on the aft end here. We'll cover where we go. Okay, let her down.
Okay.
Okay, that's the worst of it. Now we'll push it back toward the stove one more time. Okay, yeah, let's pull it down now.
Let it fall.
Well, this week, the Benefactors Bulkhead is all about the Southern Hemisphere. From the southern tip of Africa, we have Louis Vandermeer, and from the land down under, we have Quo Vadis. So what is a benefactor? Well, these folks have made a contribution of $100 US or more to the project, and their names will be affixed to a bulkhead inside Wave Rover and will be traveling with me on our circumnavigation. Now, these donations truly are much appreciated. Well, Rovers, a lot happened in this episode, and I'd like to thank my friends who came out in big numbers to give me a hand to roll the boat over. Now, if I had to choose between wealth or friends, I would always choose friends. Now, in the next episode, we're going to be re-leveling the boat now that it's right side up. I'll be trimming the ply down to the actual shear line. I'll be removing the frames, and at the same time, I have to put spreaders there to keep the boat at the correct width apart. And of course, before I can do any of that, I have to repair the womb here because it was dismantled, as you saw, in order to get the boat out. But until next time, Rovers, thanks for watching. Well, Mr. Speckles and I would like to welcome our newest patron, Jeffrey Moray. Now, if you'd like to know more about Wave Rover's patron page and Benefactors Bulkhead, I have links to both those pages in the video description. Now, another way to help Wave Rover, and it doesn't cost you a dime, is by sharing our content on your social media. So now, as always, Rovers, thanks for watching. Give us one more. Brilliant.